the island of Sodor, home to the Northwestern Railway, one of the greatest railways Britain has ever seen. It's also considered a safe haven for steam engines, so that they can be protected from the threats of scrap. But it isn't just steam engines that live on the Northwestern Railway. There are diesel and even electric engines that all work hard to please their control. Today, we will be spotlighting one of these engines. Who's this at the harbour this morning? Why, it's Henry. Good morning, Henry. Henry is one of the strongest engines on the island of Sodor. However, he didn't exactly look this way at night. He looked rather different several years ago. Many years ago, over on the mainland, a spy from a rival builder was sent into one of the workshops of Sir Nigel Wesley and stole some engine plans. The spy delivered them to the rival builder, and the builder requested that the engine be built immediately. However, during construction, it was found that the engine that was being built was an experimental engine. The engine was meant to be a sort of hybrid of two classes of engines. However, it was very faulty. Before the plans could be halted, the engine was finished, and it was Henry. Henry had quite a couple of mechanical issues, and proved to be unreliable. The builder wanted Henry gone, but he didn't know where to send him. That was, until the Fat Director came calling. He was having a bit of trouble on the Northwestern Railway, seeing as his current express engine, Edward, was getting rather old. Especially with the new coaches he had bought, and was requesting an Atlantic engine to be an express engine on the railway. Seeing as technically Henry was an Atlantic, the builder agreed and sent Henry over. However, when Henry arrived, let's just say the Fat Director wasn't exactly pleased with the engine.
Oh. Hello. Oh.
I'm sorry, there seems to be a mix-up here. I ordered an Atlantic Express engine. What are you?
Henry. Is there a problem here? Or?
I wanted an Atlantic, and that son of a bitch sent me that!
Despite this, the Fat Director was willing to give Henry a chance. And while Henry tried to perform well, he had many problems. All of these were due to this firebox. It was much too small. And it took ages to build up steam for Henry. And as much as they tried to fix this by swapping the timetables around, it was still an issue. Not helped by this, Henry eventually grew sick of his paint getting wet in the rain. And chose to shut himself up in a tunnel. Their attempts to get him out were futile, so the Fat Director made a rather interesting choice. One of these was put to a new express engine called Gordon, was much more modern than Henry, And the other choice was to seal Henry up in the tunnel indefinitely. Henry was sealed in there for what felt like years. He felt very sad and lonely, instantly regretting his decision. However, when Gordon entered with his safety valve just outside the tunnel, and Edward couldn't pull the train, Henry was given a chance.
I told you so. Why not let Henry try? Yes, I will. Will you help pull this train, Henry? Yes.
Henry and Edward proved magnificent in the express. Henry himself was very pleased. However, while he had won the battle, he hadn't yet won the war. The steaming problems were still a big issue, to the point in which the other engines were convinced Henry was lying about the steaming problems just to get out of doing work.
No one understands my case. You don't know what I suffer.
Rubbish. You're too fat. You need exercise.
And this continued to upset Henry. Eventually, the Fat Controller was growing tired of Henry's abuse and was preparing to send Henry away for good. Henry was devastated. However, when he got the chance to get the driver's intel, he was very interested.
Oh dear, I shall have to go away. What do you think is wrong, Fireman?
Excuse me, sir, but the fact is the coal is wrong. We've had a poor lot lately, and today it's worse. The other engines can manage. They have big fireboxes. Henry's is small and can't make the heat. With Welsh coal, he'd be a different engine.
It's expensive, but Henry must have a fair chance. James shall go and fetch some.
Soon, the Welsh coal arrived, and at first, Henry was rather skeptical.
All right, fingers crossed. Oh no, what are you doing? You're putting out my fire. No, hold on. Wait and see.
But his mind quickly changed to when he was actually running.
Steady, Henry. There's plenty of time. Oh, I know.
The Welsh coal did wonders for him. Seeing as Welsh coal burned faster than normal coal, it was just what Henry's firebox needed. And while it was rather expensive, it proved very useful. Henry could finally prove himself to be useful on the Northwestern Railway, revealing his true potential. He was fast, reliable, and strong. The Fat Controller never regretted his decision to buy the Welsh coal. However, all of this would come at a price. And I'm not talking about how much the Welsh coal was. I'm talking about the infamous flying cattle incident. One of Henry's jobs that he did at night was the Flying Kipper Run, which was a non-stop fish train from Knapford Harbour to Manchester. On this specific day, his crew informed Henry that if they pulled it off, they would get a chance to call it express. Henry was very pleased, but of course, it didn't exactly go as planned.
All clear, Henry. Away we go. The kipper is due. Who cares? This is good cocoa. Come on, fireman, back to our engine. Hey, I haven't finished my cocoa yet.
The sight was devastating. While Henry's crew weren't hurt that much, Henry had suffered the worst of it. He was badly damaged and feared that he would be scrapped. However, the Fact Controller thought otherwise. While he knew the men at Crowman's Gate couldn't perform such an extensive task on Henry, he knew an exact place where Henry could be sent to. A place called Crewe.
I'm sending you to Crewe, a fine place for sick engines. They'll give you a new shape and a larger firebox. Then you'll feel a different engine and won't need special coal anymore. Won't that be nice? Yes, sir.
However, Henry had his suspicions. He stayed up at Crewe for what felt like months. The men there almost the best they could to get Henry back. And when Henry did return, let's just say he looked rather different, we'll say. Henry felt much better. Now with a properly sized firebox, his true potential was fully reached. Despite all the trouble that Henry had faced thus far, Henry had proved to be a rather reliable engine. An engine he will go through hell and back to get the job done. He has proved we are that enterprising engine. He's definitely earned him a spot on the Fat Controller's wall.